Hello, guys. Good morning and happy new week. It's another trading week, so let's quickly jump into it. I'm definitely seeing a buy continuation on SAUSD, which is gold. So I'm seeing an opportunity to definitely join the trend. And why am I definitely seeing this and saying this? So from my previous video, definitely I was expecting a pullback into this exact level for price to retest this level before I could go in. But what happened? We could see that price eventually never triggered this level. Price came close to retesting that level, but eventually retested back on this level and then went back up. So what am I expecting and what are we seeing? Market has created new highs. So what am I then saying? Or what does this tell me? It tells me that definitely market is definitely going, or we're going to have more of the buys for this week. We're definitely going to be having more of the buys on gold. So this is the right time. This is the right opportunity to definitely capitalize on that move. You have to follow the trend. You have to follow what's happening, what the trend is what trend is occurring in the market. So, and at this particular time, and at this particular day being Monday, we have more of the buys on gold. So as you can clearly see from my charts, this is what is happening. So if I'm to elaborate and definitely enlarge my screen, so what are we seeing? We're seeing market creating higher highs and higher lows. So we're seeing market creating higher highs and higher lows. And when we see this happening, we can clearly say that market is definitely having or performing a market structure. You can say market is performing a market structure, meaning it's creating higher highs and higher lows. So when can we then consider this not valid? We can consider this price movement when it breaks the structure, when market fails to create new highs and new lows. So as long as the price is creating new highs and new lows, we then have to identify the trend as an uptrend. As long as it hasn't been broken, then we still consider it a valid uptrend. So that's why for me, I've already positioned for a buy trade on gold. We're definitely going to be having more of the buys for this week. And as you can clearly see on my chart, I have clearly labeled my chart and marked out my levels, which means you can see the high of the week and the low of the week. And then I do have confluences as well around these levels. So this is my 4 hour time frame. So if I'm to definitely trade this, I'm definitely going to fall down to my 1 hour time frame being my intermediate. Already, I've already identified my levels from the 4 hour time frame. So market came close to this level and retested. So if I'm to enlarge my screen or probably my chart, then we have to see or probably zoom in. We have to see how clear that structure is. And if you can clearly see now, you can see this level that price eventually retested from the 4 hour time frame. It retested the previous high looking left. So price retested this level and then we saw the buyers taking over the market from this level. So then we've asked ourselves, market has already created a new high. Where is going to be the exact entry time frame or the exact entry position to go in for a buy trade? To go in for a buy trade on gold. So all I'm going to do is to fall down to my 1 hour, being my intermediate, to see if what I'm seeing on my 4 hour correlates with what I'm seeing in my intermediate time frame. You can clearly see that eventually here was supposed to be the first entry position. Let me label this out, add this test, or rather add this test quickly. Here definitely should be the first entry position for this setup. I'm trying to label it first entry position for this setup. So this should be the first entry position on this setup. And that has already passed. Market has already moved past that level. And the week have opened. A new trading week has already opened. And I have already marked out the high a low of the week. So where should be the second entry position since I've already missed that first entry position? So all or where I'm going to position at, it's going to be at this level. This should be my second entry position. This level here should be my second entry position. So here should be my second entry position to go in on a buy trade on gold. This should be my second entry position. So this is exactly how I'm going to go into the trade from my 15-minute time frame being my entry time frame. From my entry time frame, I want you to clearly pay attention. So from my entry time frame, you can see it correlates with what my higher time frame is telling me. It's correlating with what higher time frame is telling me. So which is definitely why this should be the exact opportunity to go in for a buy trade on gold. Definitely risking less to get more, to make more. We're definitely going to be risking less to make more. So this is definitely the perfect entry time frame and entering time to go in for a buy trade. To go in for a buy trade on gold. This is the perfect time to go in for a buy trade. This is absolutely the perfect time to go in for a buy trade. So this is definitely what I'm going to be doing. This is exactly how I'm going to be trading gold. I'm going to be entering at this position, and then I'm going to be risking less. My stop loss is going to be below the low from the 4 hour time frame. That's from the higher time frame. My stop loss is going to be below this position that price came, below this high that price came, or the retest, below the retest. So that's where my stop loss is going to be. And we're going to be having buy position. So this is exactly how I trade. This is how I analyze my trade, how I analyze my pairs. If you do love how I analyze, if you want me to create more of this content, to make more of this video, I want you to hit the subscribe button. I want you to like for more.